And in the interest of time, we'll skip all the pleasantries this time. Augusta won 81-73. They'll advance to face Francis Marion in the regional final Monday. Coach Teamer will give us an opening statement, and we also have Cariel Hutt and Brianna O'Connor with us. Go ahead.
First statement is just say this time of year it's survive and advance, and I think that's what we did. After that first quarter, I thought we're on pace. Give up about 108 points, and I was getting a little nervous. But the great thing was we kept fighting, and we clawed back into it. My hat's off to these two ladies next to me, our whole team. It was a team effort. We had a girl that scored 20 yesterday, and she only scored 2 points today, and we still were able to get the victory. So, extremely pleased with that. And then, lastly, my hat's off to Anderson. There was what a team of that caliber should be. They played extremely hard, and then a team like that, after a tough loss, they were very gracious. And my hat's off to them. They're just a great program, well coached, and but excited for us to be moving on.
Thank you, Coach. Now we'll open it up for questions for Cariel and Brianna, and Coach Teamer as well.
Coach, what exactly, I guess, happened late in the third and early in the fourth? I think it was a 14-0 run, and it was just, everything just completely changed. It seems like from that point on, you guys were just in complete charge, and it's almost like you played, like you've gotten, more energy as opposed to being tired late in the game. I mean, that's what amazed me.
Well, it seemed like we were able to get to the rim and get some layups, and I think that really helped us out, especially with Brianna. She drove penetration, got a little upset with her taking some quick 17-footers, but then she was able to get to the basket, and I think then towards the fourth quarter we hit a couple big threes, and that was because it was off a dribble penetration. And we switched to a zone in the fourth quarter, and it was able to match up with their shooters a little bit better, and I thought that really helped us out. And then hit free throws down the stretch. Whenever you can do that, that's a good recipe for a W.
Coach Marquez, with the morning news in Florence, I know it's always easy to look at the stat sheet, but I mean, you did score 22 points off some turnovers, and I know that was just how big of a deal was that for you guys?
It was huge. Anderson is such a good defensive team. When we got into half-court settings, sometimes it was tough to get baskets, and just getting a couple of turnovers, gave us a couple layups, and it kind of spread the floor out a little bit, and that helped our shooting percentage immensely. It was getting some turnovers and some layups.
Brianna, what do you guys get to play Francis Marion again? They got you a couple of times in the regular season, I know. Can you take anything from those two games and that you guys can use Monday?
We just have to keep executing and playing hard as a team. Just keep playing as a team.
Coach, same question to you. Anything from the first two games against them that will help you guys out, you think?
Yeah, well, they shot, I think, 60% last time we played them and then they shot about 50%. So I know we got to probably guard them a little bit better. But it's something where, I'm excited to advance. And actually, with Francis, if you're not from Augusta and you're not from Florence, you probably don't know who to cheer for, because it's two very good stories, two teams that, got in, 7, 8 seed, and then we're moving on. Francis Marion had an outstanding year, great turnaround year. They had the unfortunate pleasure of playing Clayton State first round of the conference tournament, and then they got back into it, got into a regional, and they won some ball games. So I know the two places will be cheering for their own teams, but if I'm from Gaffney and I want to watch a game, I wouldn't know who to cheer for, because they're two good stories.
Well, let me ask the two players, Michael Hawkins from Francis Marion. Your story is similar to Francis Marion's, in that you a vastly improved record from last season. What was the difference this year?
I would say putting the work in the gym. I would say the coach, he pushed us to another level. I don't even know how to explain it, but he had faith in us. We had faith in him. We trusted him with our skills, trusted us. I trusted him with everything in me. So we worked hard for him as well off the court. So I feel like he turned the program around really.
I just feel that everybody came together, and people that wasn't stepping up during the season stepping up now. So,
Got time for one final question if anyone else has anything.
Coach, I just heard someone mention yesterday, another coach say that you could take the 8 teams that were in this tournament and kind of put them in a hat and just reseed them, and it would probably, wouldn't matter. Obviously, kind of played out, I guess, the 7 and 8 seeds are playing for the championship.
Yeah, and it's something, I talked to a lot of people about this, but if we played the tournament a week earlier, you might have 2 different teams here. We played it a week later, it's just, these games are so close, so competitive that, anyone, who peaks at the right time. And we tell these ladies, it doesn't matter if they're the better team yesterday or tomorrow. It's like today, it's the better team at 7:30. You have to be able to play. So I think that's what it makes. But I think this region is an extremely tough region, and the teams that were in this tournament, it was anyone's choice.
All right, thanks a bunch, everyone. This will conclude Augusta's press availability. Representatives from Anderson will be available shortly. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.